Now, you might think that cervical cancer is something that just happens randomly, but you should know that one major cause of cervical cancer is every sexually active person could come in contact with at some point in their life. It's called HPV, human papillomavirus. It is so common that most people don't even know they have it. Now, there's about 100 different types of HPV. About only 14 of them are very high risk and could cause cervical cancer. You may have heard the names HPV 16 or HPV 18. Those are the main culprits. Now, here's the part that most people do not realize. HPV is not just transmitted through penetration. It can also spread through skin-to-skin contact, through close genital contact, and yes, even without penetration. So you can do all the right things, be very careful, use protection, and still be exposed. But we know that condoms do reduce the risk, but condoms do not cover every surface and every skin area that comes in contact with the other during sexual activity. And it's really disturbing and very scary because you could be a carrier and show no symptoms whatsoever. And yeah, you could look fine, feel fine, but still give it to somebody else. Which is why screening and testing is so important, because HPV, just like HIV, does not have a look. Neither does cervical cancer in its very early stages. For every young woman between the ages of 21 and 65, doctors are recommending regular pap smears and regular screening and testing for HPV. So these simple tests can detect abnormal cervical cells before they become cancerous. And every young woman between the ages of 9 and 26 should be vaccinated so you can protect yourself from the high-risk strains that causes cervical cancer. And even if you're in your 30s or 40s or even your 50s, your physician can also guide you in the right steps for screening and prevention. Because it's not just about testing, it is also about your lifestyle. I would urge that you use protection, even if you're in a long-term relationship, because you can't tell who's carrying HPV. I would also recommend limiting the number of sexual partners, but that's of course it's your choice. And if you still smoke, please stop, because it weakens your body's immune system. It weakens its ability to fight off infections. And if you have access to vaccine, I urge you to vaccinate early. And it's not all gloom and doom. There is hope out there. In most cases, the body has the ability to fight off HPV in about a year or two. Yes, your immune system is powerful and can fight it on its own. But sometimes it doesn't. That is where it becomes dangerous and can lead to cell changes that may lead to cancer, which is why regular screening is not optional, because that will help you to catch any changes before it becomes dangerous. If these abnormal cells are found early, they can be removed surgically before they become cancerous. The key is catching it early. HPV is not something you need to panic about. It is something you need to be aware of, talk about, discuss, and take action about. Now, this is not just another woman's health topic. It is about your life, peace of mind, and your power to take charge of your life. Now it's time to check your cervix also. Prevention is power. Protect yourself. Get vaccinated. And I encourage every woman you know to do the same.